Welcome students in this session of Physics New Era channel. Today we are going to know about something different topic, but before starting, welcome to our channel, that is Physics New Era by Wadnerkar SS. Now here it is the Telegram link, it is also given. This is the group in which I am going to add a PDF notes. Enjoy the notes by joining the group, that is Physics New Era. So here it is the new subtopic before you, that is accuracy and error in measurement. Though the subtopic is looks quite simple, but it is knowledgeable. Without that, we cannot solve the problems because it is the base of the errors. So, going to get this knowledge about this accuracy and error in measurement. Let us see firstly the accuracy. Closeness to the, we say closeness to the measurement of true value. What exactly is the true value? That is important. Exactly, the rod is having the length. If let us consider the example, the rod is having the length 5 centimeter. If the person is measuring that up to 4.99, means it is, though it is close to that value, but it is not accurate. If it is comes out to be 5, then we say that that is accurate. So closeness to the measurement of true value is known as accuracy, is the definitions regarding the accuracy. Now the next is a mistake. We say that these are the faults in the observation. See how the faults it is, we say commit, how it is committed, how it is happened. So let us see that how the mistakes are occur due to following reasons. See the mistakes here due to lack of skill. The person don't know how to perform the experiment and he's performing the experiment, that is giving us a lack in that skill, and that's why lack of skill causes one sort of mistakes while performing the experiment. Next is faulty observation. If the person using one sort of, we say taking the observations and that observations are faulty, he is not taking the proper readings, that time we say that these causes mistakes in that observation. Next is improper recording. Improper means in sequential manner. If he is not measuring that given object or any we say experiment regarding that one, whatever the quantity it is not measuring correctly, and that is known as improper recording. And hence we say that due to the lack of skill, faulty observation and improper recording. And the next is use of incorrect formula. If a person want to measure the volume of the given cylinder and he is not using the correct equation, let us consider the cylinder is having the volume V is equal to pi r square into length of that cylinder. Instead of the length, he has taken something different, that is a width, or we say that something different radius of that cylinder it is taken. That gives us a wrong. That means use of the correct formula, it is very essential to avoid the mistake. But if the incorrect formula it is utilized, we are going to commit one sort of mistake. So accordingly, the mistake can be avoided by giving the training to the proper means proper training to the experimenter or performer. Who is performing that experiment is most important one. So we'll have to give a proper training to the experimenter or performer while, so as to avoid the mistakes while doing the practical or by taking the observations. So here it is the next before you, that is errors. This is the most important part of this chapter because on the basis of that one we need to solve we say several problems. The uncertainties in the measurement of physical quantity is known as error. But before that one, there are certain error types. Errors are classified into mainly two groups. Here the first one is a systematic error, that we can term it as a persistent error. Name itself indicate, or we can term the persistence means remain as it is. It is never be removed. Okay, as it is, it may be remain as it is. That is it known as a systematic error, or it is also known as persistent error type. So this type of error may be causes due to imperfection in calibration of the instrument and sometime imperfection of method of observation. See what exactly it is this. See one by one. This type of error due to imperfect calibration of instrument, means without knowing the list count. If the person is doing the practical, he cannot get the correct observation. So it is mainly observe. He will have to get the knowledge. He will have to give the proper training. And what about this instrumental error? Means under the we say systematic error, we have the instrumental error that is known as a constant error. We can also term it as a constant. This type of error arises due to defective calibration of instruments. Instruments such as traveling microscope we are going to utilize so as to measure, we say anything just like a, we say that capillary tube is having some sort of bore, and we are going to calculate the radius of that one using this. Means a small distance, small displacements, we are going to utilize this, we say traveling microscope. This is your traveling microscope. Now general scale we know very well. Always we need to measure it from the 0, not from the 1. So while calibrating the scale or while utilizing the scale, it must be starts from this 0, this one, this point we are going to start. See the cursor point. Here we are going to start the measurement. Here from this point we are going to start the measurement of length of anything. Now the next is, this is a we say micrometer screw gauge. With the help of that one we are going to measure the thickness of a small we say wire, or we are going to measure the thickness of the glass using this. Means these are the instrument, proper instrument should be used so as to measure anything. If we are going to measure we say thickness of the glass and we are going to utilize the scale, it is incorrect. Means it is one sort of, we say that it is training, it is needed which instrument it is suitable to measure it. Okay, this is an instrumental error. This type of error arises due to defective calibration of instrument, not the faulty instrument. It is defective calibration. See. Now the next is error due to imperfection. This is due to, we say, defective setting of instrument. If we are not going to utilize the setting, means instead of measuring the vertical adjustment, if the horizontal effect we are going to take in case of traveling microscope, that will causes one sort of error in that one. That error is due to imperfection. So here it is, we say that imperfection, the person is giving one sort of arrows we are throwing toward the target, that we can say that bullseye, but here he is not able to reach and he is not having aim on that particular target. That is imperfection. That is general, we say example I have given, but that is related to the error due to imperfection. Now the next is a personal error. Such error is due to faulty observations or carelessness in taking the observation that we are going to use, means we are going to do usually. Means here while taking the observation we'll have to carefully observe the things, and we are going to observe in a such a way. Just like the pen, we are going to measure the length of the pen. That time exactly perpendicular over that one, over the scale we are going to observe. If the angle changes just like this, it will give us an incorrect reading, and that's why it is nothing but your carelessness in the observation. That's why that error is known as due to the person. That's why the personal error. Okay, that we can term it as a human error also. Next is a, we say systematic error. It is classified into 3 types just like this. One, instrumental error. Second one, error due to imperfection, and personal error. Now the random error type. Instead of 2 groups, second group starts. In the first group we are going to give the systematic error. In the random error we are going to see this type of error may be due to the change in the temperature, or maybe the unknown reason. Maybe the wind it is blowing, maybe the change in the temperature, pressure and fluctuation in the voltage causes such a type of reading, or that we can term it as an unknown type of error. Maybe wind also blowing, that may affect our reading, and that is known as a random type of error. Okay, so how to minimize the error, that is most important one. Here certain reasons it is given, or certain values it is given by using the instrument of suitable least count. See, here it is suitable least counts, means we are going to utilize, instead of we say that larger distance, if I want to measure, we are going to measure the tape. Okay, a big tape. If we are going to take the scale for measurement of 1 kilometer, it is not suitable. By taking, we say second one, by taking the large magnitude of the physical quantity. Now see, here it is, For the calibration of a small thickness of the material, we are not going to utilize the scale. We are going to utilize the micrometer screw gauge. And while taking this one, we say by taking the large magnitude of the physical quantity, that is important. And while taking the large distance, we are going to measure. We are going to utilize the measurement tape. Means for the smaller one, for the micro level, we say we are going to utilize this. For the macro level, we are going to utilize this. For the larger level, for the huge distances in feet, just like the measurements of plots and all that, we are going to measure the tapes. So here this is all about the accuracy and error. Next time we are going to know about something different, that is estimation of error. On the basis of that one, several problems may be asked. So be careful. This is the theoretical part up till we saw. Thank you.